This is the end of college athletics. That's it. No more college swimming, water polo, volleyball, softball. It's gone. It's all gone forever. Say goodbye to your hopes and dreams of competing at your college, wearing your school colors and representing your mascot, and maybe even representing your country. No more competitions, training trips, team memories. It's all gone. Forget about it. Hold on, guys. That's not the end of college athletics, but it could be if you don't take action right now. Look, I get it. We're in the middle of a global pandemic, and while everyone just wants this year to end, we can't run away from the facts. While the Rona pandemic is taking over the world, there's an epidemic taking over college athletics. Since April of this year, more than 250 programs have been cut across NCAA Division 1, 2, and 3. Colleges aren't just postponing seasons, they're completely cutting off programs and killing Olympic dreams. According to the NCAA, in the 2016 Rio Olympics, 8 in 10 Olympians for Team USA competed through the collegiate system. Now you might be thinking to yourself, who cares? Not everyone's trying to go to the Olympics. But here's the thing. Competing in college sports is not about going to the Olympics for 99% of student athletes. There's about 460,000 athletes competing in the NCAA right now. That's nearly 500,000 people. College sports equip these student athletes to succeed in the classroom, in competition, and in life. College athletes learn leadership, build confidence, and discipline. As a former collegiate athlete myself, I get it. I've been there. The problem is the people making these cuts and making these decisions haven't been there. The NCAA recently produced studies that show student athletes actually do better in life after college. Now, it's up to you how to define what success means, but I would say being ambitious in your career, giving back to the community, and donating back to the university that you attended are all signs of success, and student athletes are more successful at those things than anyone else on campus. Okay, so I get it. College sports are great. So why are they being cut? One word: laziness. You can't slice it any other way. It comes down to laziness. Now, most of the administrators at these schools making cuts will blame lack of funding to cut a program. These are non-revenue sports. They operate at a loss. We simply can't afford to keep losing money on these sports. Man, that's a bunch of bull. Don't give me that. You're telling me the folks at Stanford University, home to the smartest minds of Silicon Valley and the wealthiest alumni network in the world, can't figure out how to fund a few sports programs? Clearly not, because earlier this year, Stanford University announced that they're discontinuing 11 varsity sports programs. And just last week, Michigan State University said that they're cutting the men's and women's swimming programs after this season. Now at Michigan State University, they blame a $54 million loss for this upcoming season as financial hardship why they have to cut the programs. Don't get me wrong, it's not cheap to run these sports, but when there's a will, there's a way. And that's the point of this video. It's not okay for school administrators to sit around, be lazy, and cut programs for lack of funding. At the same time, it's not okay for you to sit on your butt and complain about sports programs being cut without taking any action. So here's what you can do about it. Speak up early, loudly, speak up often, and speak smart. Posting angry tweets at 3 a.m. isn't gonna get you very far. If you check out the link in the description below, we outline a few action items that you can follow to take action and make stuff happen. But in this video, I'll share with you a few of those tips. Tip number 1, make sure you take action early. Now I understand, if you're watching this video, you may have already been negatively impacted by a sports team being cut. And that's okay. It's important that you take action nonetheless. If your team hasn't already been cut, be forward, be active, email the coach, administrators, see if you can set up an endowment fund so that way the program can live on forever. What this basically means is enough funds are raised before the program is even cut or considered to be cut, and therefore the coach's salaries as well as scholarships can be fully endowed for the rest of time. But like I said before, money isn't everything. Money truly isn't the fundamental issue at play here. So make sure step number 2, or tip number 2, is to be organized. If your team has a leader, lean in on them. The leader needs to recruit the team so that way there is a consistent message to the administrators, working with the coaches, and the entire alumni base, and the community for that matter, to come together and work towards a common goal. Tip number 3 is to make sure you memorialize student-athlete achievement. If someone at your team made the Olympics, make sure everyone knows about it, not just in the athletic department, in the community, at the university as a whole. Did one of your student-athlete alumni start a massive business and gives back to the university? Make sure everyone knows about it, and make sure that everyone knows they were a student-athlete on that athletic program. Now, the 4th tip I'll share in this video, and potentially the most interesting, is if your team has already been cut, or maybe not, make this a PR nightmare for the university. What this means is make some noise. Leverage the alumni, the student athletes that are currently on the program, the student athletes of all the sports, including the revenue sports like football and basketball. Student athletes, after all, are some of the most prolific influencers on social media. Remember, there's over 460,000 student athletes on campuses in the United States. These athletes have some of the biggest social media followings. Rally the troops, make some noise, be respectful, but make some noise nonetheless. And finally, take action now. Whether you've been negatively impacted today or not, or maybe you're fearful of something happening in the future, now is the time, not tomorrow. So I hope you're motivated and inspired by this video to get off your butt, go take action, rally the troops together. Make sure you visit the link in the description below to make some stuff happen. I'll tell you guys, I was so pumped to make this video. I hope you're motivated and inspired to get out there and make some noise. If you guys enjoyed this video, consider giving us a subscribe, like, and let us know in the comments how you're taking action. Here at MySwimPro, we help athletes all over the world improve their performance and health both in and out of the water. Like I mentioned, I am a former collegiate athlete myself on a varsity swimming program. Really loved every moment of the experience, and I really wish upon other people to have that same kind of experience. With that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and stay well.